Imagine a world with no cities, no money, no written language, no nations, no borders, no kings. A world where survival meant constant movement, chasing herds, and gathering wild plants under unpredictable skies. Yet, from this silent, nomadic existence, emerged empires so powerful that their ideas still control our lives today. Laws, calendars, writing, religion, science, even the very concept of organized society. This is not just ancient history. This is the epic story of how civilization itself was born and how it continues to shape every corner of our modern world. Before civilization, the human experiment began. For nearly 95% of human history, hundreds of thousands of years, our ancestors lived as nomadic hunter-gatherers. They hunted animals with stone tools, gathered fruits and nuts, and followed the seasons in small bands of 20 to 50 people. Life was uncertain. One bad winter or failed hunt could mean starvation. Nothing was permanent. No homes, no surpluses, no records. Then, around 12,000 years ago, at the end of the last ice age, something revolutionary happened. The Neolithic Revolution, also called the Agricultural Revolution. In regions like the Fertile Crescent, modern Middle East, humans began domesticating plants, wheat, barley, lentils, and animals, sheep, goats, cattle. Instead of chasing food, they learned to grow and raise it. This shift allowed food surpluses for the first time. Populations exploded. People settled in permanent villages. Social complexity grew. Specialization emerged. Some farmed, others crafted tools or pottery. Trade networks formed, and slowly, the first true civilizations took shape. Agriculture wasn't just a new way to eat. It was the foundation of everything that followed. Mesopotamia, the first civilization. Our journey begins in Mesopotamia, the land between two rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates, in modern-day Iraq. This fertile but unpredictable region demanded ingenuity. Around 3,500 BCE, the Sumerians built the world's first true cities, Uruk, Ur, Lagash, some with populations over 50,000. They invented cuneiform writing around 3,200 BCE, the earliest known script, pressed into clay tablets for records, laws, and epic stories like the Epic of Gilgamesh. The wheel for pottery and transport, the plough and advanced irrigation canals to tame the rivers, a sexagesimal, base 60, math system still used in our clocks and circles today. Astronomy. They tracked stars, created the zodiac, and divided time into hours and minutes. The famous Code of Hammurabi, circa 1750 BCE, inscribed on a stone stele, was one of the earliest written legal systems. An eye for an eye, but with protections for the weak. Justice shifted from raw strength to codified rules. Mesopotamia proved a profound truth. Civilization thrives when order replaces chaos, and innovation turns harsh environments into cradles of progress. Ancient Egypt, the civilization of the afterlife. While Mesopotamia innovated amid floods and conflict, another great power rose along the life-giving Nile River in North Africa. Ancient Egypt, unified around 3,100 BCE, owed its stability to the Nile's predictable annual floods, which deposited rich silt for farming. This gift of the Nile enabled massive surpluses and a centralized state under god kings, the pharaohs. Egyptians believed life continued after death, shaping their entire culture. They developed hieroglyphic writing on papyrus, the world's first paper-like material. Advanced medicine, surgery, and pharmacology. Monumental architecture, the Great Pyramids of Giza, circa 2580 to 2560 BCE, built with astonishing precision using ramps, levers, and thousands of skilled workers. Mummification to preserve bodies for the afterlife. A solar calendar of 365 days, close to our modern one. The pyramids were more than tombs. They symbolized divine power, engineering mastery, and eternal legacy. Egypt endured over 3,000 years, one of history's longest-lasting civilizations, proving that harmony with nature and belief in continuity can outlast conquest and chaos. The Indus Valley, the forgotten genius. Farther east, in what is now Pakistan and northwest India, the Indus Valley Civilization, circa 3,300 to 1,300 BCE, flourished quietly but brilliantly. Rediscovered in the 1920s, its major cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, housed up to 80,000 people each. Remarkable features: grid-planned streets with perfect right angles, Sophisticated drainage and sewage systems, covered drains, public baths like the Great Bath at Mohenjo-Daro, and even flush toilets. Standardized baked bricks and weights/measures for fair trade. Vast granaries and dockyards showing organized agriculture and maritime commerce as far as Mesopotamia. Strikingly, no massive palaces, grand temples, or warrior kings appear, no signs of extreme hierarchy or warfare. This suggests a more egalitarian society, perhaps governed by merchants or priests. Their script remains undeciphered, a tantalizing mystery. The Indus reminds us, some of history's greatest achievements were peaceful and practical, and many secrets still lie buried. Ancient China, power, philosophy, and order. Along the Yellow River, Huanghe, often called China's Mother River, civilization arose around 2000 BCE with early dynasties like the Xia, Shang, and Zhou. Flood-prone yet fertile, it demanded centralized control and respect for nature. Key contributions: early writing on oracle bones. Shang dynasty, circa 1600 to 1046 BCE, the ancestor of modern Chinese characters. Bronze metallurgy for tools, weapons, and ritual vessels. Inventions like paper, silk production, the compass, and gunpowder, later refined. The mandate of heaven. Rulers must govern justly or lose divine approval, leading to dynastic cycles. Confucianism, Kongfuzi, 551 to 479 BCE. Emphasized harmony, filial piety, education, and ethical rule, shaping Chinese society for millennia. China's focus on balance between ruler and people, humans and nature, created enduring stability and cultural depth that influences billions today. Ancient Greece, the birth of ideas. Civilization now evolved from survival and order to pure thought. In the rugged landscapes of ancient Greece, circa 800 to 300 BCE, city-states like Athens and Sparta birthed revolutionary ideas. Greece introduced democracy in Athens, circa 508 BCE. Citizens voted directly on laws. Philosophy. Socrates, Plato, Aristotle questioned reality, ethics, and governance. What is the good life? Science and math. Euclid's geometry, Pythagoras' theorem, Hippocrates' medicine. First, do no harm. Drama and literature. Tragedies by Sophocles and Euripides. Histories by Herodotus and Thucydides. The Olympic Games, 776 BCE onward, celebrating human excellence. Greece showed that ideas, debate, reason, inquiry could rival armies in power, laying the intellectual foundation of the Western world. Ancient Rome, building the modern world. If Greece taught how to think, Rome taught how to build and govern on a massive scale. From a small city-state, circa 753 BCE, Rome grew into an empire controlling 1/4 of humanity by 117 CE. Mastery included engineering, aqueducts, concrete, vast road networks, some still in use. Law. The 12 tables and later codes influenced modern legal systems. Administration. Efficient bureaucracy, provinces, citizenship expansion, military innovation, and urban planning. At its peak under emperors like Augustus and Trajan, Rome brought peace, Pax Romana, trade, and infrastructure. But overexpansion, economic strain, corruption, inequality, military over-reliance on mercenaries, and invasions, for example, Visigoths sacking Rome in 410 CE, led to collapse. The Western Empire fell in 476 CE when Odoacer deposed the last emperor. Rome's fall was a warning. Even the mightiest empires crumble when internal divisions and external pressures overwhelm wisdom and unity. Why ancient history still controls us. Look around today. The calendar you use? Egyptian and Roman roots? The laws in your country? Echoes of Hammurabi and Rome? The cities you live in? Planned like Indus grids or Roman forums? Democracy, philosophy, engineering, ethics, all trace back to these ancients. Ancient history is not dead. It is the blueprint of modern life. The biggest lesson: Civilizations rise through cooperation, innovation, and shared purpose, and fall when greed, division, and short-sighted power replace collective wisdom. Because history doesn't repeat itself, humans do.